Hey, so hello and welcome to the series of how I do renders in Twinmotion. So I'm going to show you guys how you can create professional Twinmotion with the basic commands. Everything is basic, but you can still create like professional renders that looks pretty cool that you can attach to your PDF to make your building looks nicer. So here is a sample file that I will be attaching to in the video. And in this sample file, there are the views of the Twinmotion renders that I created. So you can see the front view on this side and on the other side. And this is a view that I created in the autumn scene. And there is also a floor plan, 2 elevations, a section, and 2 interior views, including the great room and the kitchen and dining. So sure, yeah, we can create something like this. And also, I'm going to show you guys how some of my renders looks like from the Twinmotion. So we all know that the autumn view looks something like this. And here is the other angle of it. Here's the interior great room again. And here is the kitchen and dining view. And this is that scene again, but it's in a different season. So we can create something like this as well. And yeah, this is in different different weather. So this is a rainy scene. You can see the puddle of water on the path, and the wood got darker because of the water and stuff like that. And this is a snow scene. So yeah, we can create something like this. So after this video, we'll be able to make all those view by ourselves. So let's get into it. So in Revit, I will be attaching this sample file from in the description so you guys can follow along. So let's say you have like a perfectly model Revit file. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in the 3D. So you click this house in Revit and you got the 3D view. Everything is modeled properly and stuff like that. And you can check it out. So yeah. So before opening Twinmotion, I will export this 3D model as an FBX file. So I can import that file into Twinmotion. So in order to export the 3D model as an FBX file, you have to be in the 3D. Like always, you have to be in a 3D view. So I'm in the default 3D view on Revit. This is good enough, so I'm going to export the FBX. So in order to do that, you go into File, and you go into Export, and you go into FBX right here. And you click that, and you choose, whatever location that you want to export it to. So I'm going to name this one TM, stands for Twinmotion tutorial FBX, something like that, and I'm gonna hit save. So yeah, depends on if the file is big or small. Let's say like you have like a 7 stories house, not a house, 7 stories like apartment with like every single furniture model and things like that. It's gonna take a while to be exported as an FBX, but this is just a single story house with a bedroom or something like that, so it wouldn't take that long. So after exporting, you can go to Twinmotion. So I already have it open here, so you can double click into it and open it. So I'm using Twinmotion 2025.2, but it should be the same for every other Twinmotion. We're gonna create a new file. So you're gonna click this new scene right here to create a new file. So in Twinmotion, when you create a new default scene, it's gonna look something like this. There's like this box and this sphere right here. We will delete this later when we import our FBX in. But first, let me show you guys how to navigate in Twinmotion. So in order to move around, it is very similar to a video game. You use your WASD key to move, and Q to fly up, and E to fly down. So yeah, get used to moving like that. So it's like playing a video game. and you use your right click on your mouse to pan around. So that's like the most simplest ways you can. I think that's the only way you can move around or navigate in Twinmotion. And in order to change the speed of your flying or stuff like that, there's 6 different types of speed in Twinmotion. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the higher the number, the faster you goes. So if you hit 1 on your keyboard, you're gonna move super slow. Like I just tap 1 on my keyboard right now, and it's moving super slow. That is moving, but you guys can't even see it. But if I hit 2 on my keyboard, it's gonna move a little bit faster, as you can see right here. If I hit 3, it's gonna move a little bit faster. 4 faster, 5 faster, and 6 faster, even faster, right? So that's the shortcut of moving, like changing your speed in Twinmotion. But if you don't want to use a shortcut, you can click this eye right here, I think, and there's this this kind of speed thing right here, and there's like different kind of speed. So 1 was insect speed, so that's why it was slow. 2 handle speed, 3 walk speed, 4 cycle speed, 5 dry speed, and 6 fly speed. That's why it was fast. And in Twinmotion, you can change the time of the day in the file, in the environment that you're working on. So if you click this eye and you click this sun right here, you can drag it. I think, can you? Yeah, you can drag it to change the time of day, or you can even type the number in. So let's say, let's do a 6:30 a.m. kind of 30. There you go. So it's gonna look something like that. So let's say you need to, place lighting or stuff like that. In your model, you will know like if your lighting is good enough or not with that setting. And on the left hand side is your library. So you're gonna have all your materials, trees, objects, all sorts of things. We'll get to this in the later episodes. And on the left hand side is your ambience. So ambience is the same thing with this one, but like it has more features. So you can change the time of day, you can change the north offset, many other things. You can even change the season here, but this one doesn't really affect the most when you change your materials. We're gonna get used to this tab when we export images. So when we get into the images, we're gonna use these tabs more. And that's pretty much it. That's how you navigate around. So now I'm gonna import my Revit or like my FBX model that I exported from Revit into this scene right here. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna delete these things right here. So to delete, you click it, you click the object and you hit delete. And in order to select multiple objects at once, you hold control. So hold control and click, hold control and click. So you can delete all of them at the same time. And in order to unselect it, just click to the sky. That's what I usually do. Or I think you can even hit escape. Yep. And when you click it, there's like the gizmo right here. So here is how you move the object up and down. So you can move up, you can move it down. Oh, you can move it down. You can move it side by side, or you can even free form move it wherever you like. And this is when there's like this arc right here, you use it to spin, to rotate the object around, right? So let's say you want to rotate this object right here. I'm using this one right here, so it's easier. So let's say I want to rotate this thing 45 degrees. So you click that object and you hover your mouse to that arc and you type 45 and you hit enter. So it rotates 45 degrees for you guys. I hit Control Z. Oops. Wait. Yeah. So in order to return, or like, I don't know what that word is, you hit Control Z, just like every single software. And that's pretty much it. And there's also ways you can scale this object. So let's say you want to make it bigger or smaller. So let's say you want to, make this scale this sphere to be bigger. So you click it, and that's this thing right here, scale. So you click it, and you can scale it on different axes. So let's say you want to make it twice as big. So you hover your mouse into one of the axes, and you type a number. So I'm gonna type 2, and I'm gonna hit enter. So that's it expand horizontally, not horizontally, I mean, is it? How do you say? I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean. And some objects, when you scale it bigger, it's gonna automatically update on the whole object. But some objects, like, you're gonna have to do one by one in 3 different directions, just like how I just did. And I think that should be enough. I'm gonna delete these 3 things because we're not gonna need them. And that's pretty much it. And now I'm gonna import that Revit model in. So there's this import tab down here. You click it, and you click this plus sign right here, and you hit open, and you find the file that the FBX that you just exported, my bad. So this is that file. I'm clicking that. I'm gonna hit open, and I'm gonna hit import, and I'm gonna hit OK. So you can see the Twinmotion, the FBX slowly loading into our Twinmotion model. So you can see right here, there's like this edge. I don't want that to be there. So I'm gonna move that whole Twinmotion model so it's kind of level to this, not too much, but I don't want to make it too precise because we don't need that. Yeah. So in order to select this whole Twinmotion model, not like Twinmotion model, but our FBX model, you hover your mouse into the FBX thumbnail that you just imported, and there's this 3 dots over here. You click that, and you hit select all imported objects, and you hit move right here, and you can move it up and down, right? So I'm moving it kind of like this. There we go. Yep. So I don't want it to be like 2 level, because I'm gonna change this whole thing to grass anyway, so it's gonna look technically the same. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you import your FBX or like Revit into Twinmotion.